There was this teacher, sixth grade teacher. He's been teaching for 50 years. And one of his friends asked him, tell me, how do you keep teaching that same tractate in Talmud, those same verses in the Torah that you teach your sixth grade students? Every year you teach the same thing. How do you stay fresh? How do you stay vibrant? How do you stay interested? How are you not just falling asleep from boredom, kind of teaching the same stuff? And he tells his friend, he says, you think I'm teaching the same material? The way I look at it, I'm teaching new students. My students, my Talmidim, my disciples. Every year they're new. I'm teaching them. I happen to be teaching them the same content. But every form of learning requires the content and the people that are studying, that are absorbing. I'm teaching new students all the time. It's a different experience. My friends, we are at a very pivotal point of our calendar year. We're about to start reading the Torah again from the beginning. Bereshit bara Elokim, in the beginning God created Eit hashamayim v'et haaretz, heaven and earth. And you may say, I studied that already. Why do I have to study that again? I know that. And I want to tell you a little story. I met in Calcutta, in an airport, probably in 1995, a man dressed in saffron robes. This was in the lounge of Thai Airways. And I saw people kissing his feet. He looked Western. I struck up a conversation. Told me I used to be Jewish. Okay. And we were talking. And as we're talking deep stuff, because he's one of the foremost lecturers for a certain other religion, he said to me with tears in his eyes, I looked for depth. I didn't know that there was depth in Judaism. You're talking to me about deep Kabbalistic levels. I never imagined it was there. I found my depth in the New York Library, in the Eastern religions. And that's where I've spent my life. This is a man who was at that time in his 60s probably. And I remember thinking to myself, how many Jewish people think, oh, Judaism, I know that, there's no depth. Where it's very possible that their experience with Jewish learning may have been something like, I'll say, Mora Tzipora, dance the hora around the menorah. And that's a nursery rhyme that they teach in kindergarten. But that speaks about the hora, and it speaks about a Mora Tzipora, it speaks about a menorah. But many people's level of understanding of Judaism is kindergarten level, Sunday school level, bar mitzvah level, and then they've developed as humans, they've developed their minds, they've gone to college, they've become PhDs, they've become master degrees and bachelor degrees and great business people, or just people with 30, 40, 50 years of experience with life. And their experience with Torah is still at a 10-year-old level, a 12-year-old, 15-year-old level, or something like that, or even at a 3-year-old level. Every year when we study the Torah, it's a new Torah because we are new. We just had a Rosh Hashanah and in Yom Kippur we had a new year. You and I are not the same people we were a year ago. We've had new experiences. We've hopefully gained new depth. When we read the Torah, we have new eyes. It's a new world. It's a new year. It's a new reality. So we jump onto the new cycle of reading the Torah, but with a totally different, new, novel dimension. And I want to invite you to join this incredible opportunity. There's no excuses anymore. There's an internet in every language, at every level. You like hearing stuff, there's lectures. You like reading stuff, there's websites. Get yourself on a cycle of studying the weekly parsha. We're starting with Bereshit. It takes about 50-something weeks. And if every week you study the weekly portion, particularly, one of the greatest ways to do it is, every portion is divided into 7 portions. Study on Sunday the first portion, on Monday the second portion. It'll become part of your life. You will see the message of the Torah is so relevant to contemporary life, and your life will be enhanced. And you tell me, I've learned the written Torah so many times. Learn it again. There's so many layers of depth. The most importantly, you are a changed person. You'll be learning the same content, but it's a new you who's reading it. And you will see that the Torah is a Torah Chaim. It's a Torah that's alive, that's vibrant, that grows, that deepens, that becomes so much more alive within me every single day. May God grant you the blessing of da'at, of perception, of wisdom, of the growth in your own mind. Embrace the Torah, study it. It'll bring light to your life. Remember, the Torah starts off with Vayomer Elokim Yehi Or. The first item of creation the Torah describes is God said, let there be light. And there was light. You know where that light is embedded? It says that Hashem took the divine light, which was too powerful for our world, much more powerful than light, laser light, than any kind of light we know. The godly light, you know where he put it? He hid it into the Torah. So when you learn Torah, you unpack, you have access to the most incredible, divine, infinite, sublime light of God. Happy learning.